Hi, Stephen. Hey, I appreciate your email. And you're right, checking out of an 8-week class for about 4 weeks does make it a bit hard to pass, but it is still doable if you want to, go for this. And there are a few things that I thought I could point out that would really help you, hopefully would help you understand how to get back on track and move forward, because you're not that far off. Your writing project one was a good draft. And like I said, all students are able to revise and resubmit and move forward. And so what I thought I'd do is point out kind of how you can realign that first one, and then how that realignment will create a topic that can be used in project 2 and 3. And so if we go in here, I'm going to open up your writing project, and I hope you got in here and opened up your view feedback, because that's where I left most of my feedback. Let me see, let me make this larger. Okay, and so this topic, or this community of soccer fans, that's a great community to examine. Remember, however, the main focus of this project, the main kind of research position that you're occupying, that you're holding, is as a researcher. You're looking at this community of people, and you should be looking to identify some behavior among the people that is socially relevant. So you are the researcher, and you are researching that community. Where this kind of went a little off track was that you were looking at this community, and the entire paper is about how it benefited you. You were the main focus of this paper. It's like what I gained from this community, what it did for me, and then you brought in some other kind of tangent examples of situations, when the whole essay should have been you writing as the researcher about what a behavior you identified. Okay, so if you go through all of this reading, I give a lot of suggestions on how to revise, but if you simply realign that focus to look at, okay, this is the behavior, this kind of community building. How does being a sports fan build a sense of community and increase, joy even, and increase mental health and all of those things? What have I seen? And your stories then would not be, hey, this is what happened to me. Your stories would be, this is what I observed. This is what I saw happening among this group of people. So let me see, I'm going to make this smaller. So let's say that you wanted to focus on that the top thing that you identified, because that never happened. You never actually identified a behavior. And that's what's making writing project 2 and 3 really difficult, because you need to identify that behavior, because that's the behavior you're going to study. But let's say the behavior that you identified was just how being a sports fan created that sense of connection and community among strangers, right? How did that happen, right? And so if you look at writing project 2, let me go back out here, and I don't have it on student view, so excuse all the extra little notes and stuff I have here. But if you look at writing project 2, and please study this after I explain this, writing project 2 is simply carrying that behavior forward and doing research and finding 4 sources where experts have studied and written about that same behavior. And the essay that you're going to write here is simply describing what they say. You're going to largely remain invisible. You're just the reporter. This is objective. You're not sharing your opinion. You're not sharing, judging whether these experts are right or wrong. You're simply writing for an academic audience who wants to know, what the research says about this topic. You're introducing them to these, 4 experts, and you're summarizing their work. These are people who have studied this. This is what they have to say. And this is where they agree and where they disagree. Okay? You're just telling your audience what the other experts have to say. And using those 4 sources. Okay? And some of the sources I just did a really quick search. Some of the sources, so 2 of them are going to be peer-reviewed articles. These are the types of sources. If this is the type of topic you want, or behavior you want to identify, there is research out there on this. This is a really cool topic. So here's a peer-reviewed article that was written by these two guys and published in Friends Psychology, Effective Outcomes of Membership in a Sports Fan Community, right? Fantastic article. Okay, another one. This was published in Sports Daily. Let's see. Yeah. And so this is The Joy of Sports, How Watching Sports Can Boost Well-Being. That seems like it's aligning with the behavior that we're kind of getting close to identifying. So writing project 2 is you would find, you can use these two, I don't care. You can find 4 sources where experts write about it and just, read the directions, watch my video explanation of the assignment. And I think it was module 5 was an important overview video where I walk through this. Use the mapping exercise, and I'm more than happy to reopen the previous assignments for you. That's fine, I can do that. But use the mapping exercise to kind of map out the main points that your authors make so that you can see common points that multiple authors write about. And those common points will be the sections of your essay. But that'll make more sense if you watch my videos. And then writing project 3 is where you're finally going to share your own opinion about this. You're going to pick an audience. And after, identifying the behavior in writing project 1 and then listening to what the experts have to say in writing project 2, you're going to have probably a really strong opinion. Okay. And so in writing project 3, you're going to just pick an audience who you need to persuade to believe your opinion. Okay. Let me know if this helps. But again, you are more than welcome to revise your writing project 1. If you want to read my feedback and revise it for a better grade and get going on these other 2 projects. But we are down to our last 2 weeks of the semester. And so to do this, you're going to have to work quite quickly and quite hard. But it's not difficult. It's just doing it. Let me know if you have any questions, okay?